Oh, you did the right
The
thing.
other day.
So let's turn this down now because now we have.
Okay, don't go here.
need a little more slack. Is there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, slide it over. Yeah.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Keysar Stadium. Tonight's WCAL varsity football game features the bells of Bellarmine College Prep and your Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish.
I think we're frozen.
Head coach of the Bells is Mike Chandem, and head coach of the Fighting Irish is Barry McLaughlin.
I think we're frozen. Ricky frozen. Dylan, go get Frank. Get Frank. Alright, kid, I think you might have to leave. I'm sorry. Whoa.
The captains tonight, for the Bells, number 2, Nick Teresi.
They're still there.
Number 72, JB Pellegrin.
Frozen.
Number 58, Marcus Nitstead. And number 76, Aaron Fenton. And the captains for the Fighting Irish, number 58, Tahoe Coakley. Number 9, Tyrese Ivy. Number 52, Stephen McCarthy. Number 18, Kean Dowling. Irish win the kickoff and have declined. Tonight's game officials: head referee Otis Bird, umpire Jorge Rodriguez, head linesman James Reed, line judge. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. God of all that is good, we thank you for gathering the communities of Bellarmine and Sacred Heart Cathedral together tonight. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, we ask for your special blessings of this game, that we may use our God-given talents to provide exciting competition, great rewards for all athletes, coaches, families, and friends here to support us. For a safe and exciting game, praying gratitude for this opportunity tonight. With Jesus in our hearts forever. Please remain standing now for our national anthem, performed tonight by the Sacred Heart Cathedral Band. The Sacred Heart Cathedral Band.
Go!
All right, Irish fans. Just about time for kickoff on senior night.
Are we okay? You're good. All right. Am I on? SHC TV is on the air tonight from Kezar Stadium. The Bellarmine Bells travel north and take on the Sacred Heart Cathedral Fighting Irish. The Irish actually won the toss and has elected to defer. Irish will kick off and Bellarmine will get the football first tonight. Both teams, it's been a tough season. The Bells come in at 2-6 overall, 1-4 in league play. The Irish 0-8, searching for their first win of the season, 0-5 in league play. Last year, the Irish defeated the Bells down in San Jose, 14-0. And it's senior night here tonight at Kezar Stadium. The seniors and their parents were honored before tonight's game. Kean Dowling, the punter, the kicker, and the quarterback for the Irish, will get this game underway. The Bells with two deep men, Adam Hayashi and Joaquin Moreno. And a nice return to start for the Bells. That's Adam Hayashi. And he gets the football out to about the 27-yard line. And Paul O'Driscoll with the tackle for the Irish.
To the 29-yard line. First and 10, Bellarmine.
So the Bells will start from their own 28-yard line. The quarterback is Wade Smith. He's just a sophomore. A very good athlete. And they're going to start with that double wing formation. And the handoff goes to Jackson Sawyer. He gets a couple. That's going to bring up second down.
Gain 2 yards to the 31. Second and 8.
Call it a 2-yard gain for Sawyer. Second and 8. The voice you hear in the background is our public address announcer, the great Kevin Buckley. Also tweets out Seamus for the Irish. The Bells in a run formation. Nice move by the quarterback to gain a couple. It's going to bring up third down. Wade Smith gets a couple of yards. A big game tonight down at Foothill College. St. Ignatius takes on Mitty. Both teams are 4-1 in the WCAL. Tomorrow, St. Francis travels north to take on Archbishop Burden. And Valley Christian in the biggest game of the weekend. Valley Christian at Sarah. Both those teams 5-0. It's third down for the Bells, third and about 4. And we have a timeout here called early. The Bells use one. 10:39 to go in the quarter. Want to thank Dylan Mata, Adam C., Ethan Hom, and Zach Leong to get this broadcast underway. Of course, Greg Franceschi handles all the broadcasting here at Sacred Heart Cathedral. Thanks to all of them for getting us on the air tonight on a mild night at Kezar Stadium. Bob St. Clair Field. And the Bells will have a third down. They're lined up in that famous double wing. And the pitch back and driving forward and getting the first down for the Bells on a nice run.
Wade Smith pitches for the Bells. Needs enough for a first down. To the 40-yard line. First and 10 Bells.
So it's a first down for the Bells up to the 40-yard line. 3 running plays net that first down. Again, the double wing formation for the Bells. And on a first down run, that's about 7 yards for Jackson Sawyer.
Santiago Calero on the stop for the Irish.
So Sawyer with a nice run is going to bring up second down. Call it a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 for the Bells. You know, it wasn't that long ago when the Bells were a state championship quality football team back in 2015. The Bells were 13-2 and lost in a state championship game. Since then, they've gone 7-5, 4-7. Last year, 2-8. They come into this game 2-6 on the season. There's another handoff. Sawyer gets a first down up across midfield into Irish territory to the 46-yard line. So that's a first down run for Jackson Sawyer.
Gets across midfield to the 46. First and 10 Bells.
The Bells in a shotgun formation. And a run to the right and a nice run down to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 6 on that play for the Bells.
Bells on the run. Santiago Calero on the stop. Tyler Doe in there as well. 5-yard gain to the 41. 2nd and 5.
Call it a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 for Bellarmine. From the gun, and it's going to be a handoff to Sawyer, keeping the ball on the ground. And Sawyer breaking tackles, gets a first down across the 35 down to the 33-yard line. So Jackson Sawyer running well for the Bells.
First down yardage for the Bells. Ball is on the 33-yard line.
The Bells keeping it on the ground. A nice run on first down. Gains about 5 yards. I'm happy to know that Kevin Buckley doesn't know the name of number 14. I don't either. The Bells roster does not have a 14 listed. Back when they were playing for state championships, I think they used to update you and let you know who was coming, but not sure who number 14 is. Wade Smith back in as quarterback for the Bells. Wade Smith's going to run to his right. He's going to get a first down to about the 22-yard line. And that's another first down for the Bellarmine Bells. Bellarmine took the opening kickoff and has kept the ball on the ground the entire way. 7 minutes to go. This drive has lasted 5 minutes already for the Bellarmine Bells. Of course, Mike Janda, the longtime head coach for the Bellarmine Bells. Barry McLaughlin, the head coach for the Fighting Irish. Mike Janda played at the University of Texas. He played on a University of Texas national championship team back in the day. Double wing. Faking it to Jackson Sawyer. And another strong run on first down. That's a 7-yard gain for the Bells. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. The Bells chewing it up on the ground. 2nd and 3. They have been in 2nd and short this entire drive. Jackson Sawyer in the double wing formation. He's in motion. They fake it to him. The run straight up the middle. First down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Giving McCarthy on the stop. He's enough for a first
Another first down for the Bells, a 1st and goal now from the 9-yard line. A very clean drive. Everything on the ground. No penalties, which is always big when you're running the football. Jackson Sawyer on the left side, but the pitch goes to the wingman that lined up on the right side.
Wade Smith pitches the ball for the Bells.
And that's about a 4-yard gain. Wade Smith was the quarterback. 2nd and goal from the 5.
2nd and goal.
Jackson Sawyer from the 5 down towards the goal line. Is he in? Boy, it's really close. He's right at the goal line. No signal. They're going to mark him just short, right at the inside the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from very short. And now it's a touchdown. So in the end, it's a 5-yard touchdown run for Jackson Sawyer. A late call from Otis Bird, but a touchdown nevertheless.
Andrew Schaefer on to attempt the extra point.
On to kick the extra point for the Bells is Andrew Schaefer. And Andrew Schaefer's kick is good. And the Bells lead 7-0 with 4:41 to go in the first quarter. You are watching SHC TV. And we're back here at Kezar Stadium. The Bells with a nice drive on their first possession. Taking the ball for 7 minutes and 19 seconds. A 5-yard run from Jackson Sawyer. All runs for the Bells. And they lead here 7-0. The Irish will get the ball for the first time today. Kickoff inside the 5-yard line. With the return for the Irish is Nico Dreer, and he gets it across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. So Nick Dreyer with the return, and Kean Dowling and company will get the ball at the 26-yard line. So we have a score from Foothill College. SI leads Mitty 12-0. In the second quarter, so the Cats off to a good start against the Monarchs down at Foothill. So Kean Dowling, the quarterback, is in the gun. And Kean's going to throw right out of the gate, and it's a little bit too tall and incomplete. He tried to get it to Tyrese Ivy, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Dowling to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to scramble, has some running room. Kean Dowling for a first down and more. Kean Dowling all the way up across the 40 to the 45-yard line. A 19-yard run by the quarterback, Kean Dowling. So a nice run by Kean Dowling. Kean, a terrific athlete. Played basketball last year. Is on the Sacred Heart Cathedral varsity golf team as well. A terrific golfer. Nowhere to go that time. That running play by Kieran Cormican goes for no gain, and that'll bring up a second down. Sacred Heart Cathedral girls golf just wrapped up. Team finished 4-6 in WCAL play this year. 2 wins over SI, 2 wins over Presentation. They finished 4th in the WCAL tournament last week down at Santa Teresa. Girls golf for CCS has already been played. Congratulations to Scott Hathaway and the Valley Christian Warriors as their team has advanced to the NorCal Championship. Here's Kean Dowling to throw. He's got a man in a completed pass across midfield and breaking a tackle, and it's going to be a first down for the Irish. That's a very nice completion to Aiden Shea. Aiden Shea, a sophomore, makes the reception from Kean Dowling. So the Irish moving the football. Sacred Heart Cathedral girls volleyball team won the WCAL this year with a 9-1 record. They will play in the CCS Open Division game tomorrow night on campus. 7 o'clock, first serve in the first round of the Open Division Volleyball Championship. Dowling is in the gun. He's going to look to throw, looking to his right. Now nothing there, scrambling, gets ahead, breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, across the 30 to about the 27, and a 14-yard run and another first down for Kean Dowling. Kean Dowling using his legs and his arms on this drive. A very efficient first quarter for both teams. The Bells took the opening kickoff and marched in for a touchdown, using up 7 minutes on the clock, a little more than 7 minutes. Every play on the ground kept that clock moving. The Irish offense has answered so far, has a first down. And Kean Dowling fakes it, and he's got an angle to the end zone, inside the 10 to the 9, and it's going to be first and goal for the Irish. Another 18 yards for Kean Dowling.
18-yard gain to the 11. First down by Irish.
They're going to say that he stepped out of bounds at the 11, so it'll be a first down from the 11-yard line for the Irish. And Kean Dowling, officially a 16-yard run on that last play, has the Irish moving. First down for the Irish. Dowling looks to throw. He's throwing, end zone, has a man, touchdown Irish! Tyrese Ivy for the touchdown. That's an 11-yard pass from Dowling to Ivy, and a touchdown for the Irish. A very impressive drive for the Irish. Kean Dowling doing it with his arms and his legs. And Dara Keane will attempt the extra point. Dara Keane plays a little soccer for the Irish, also a golfer. And that extra point attempt is blocked. So the Bells will retain the lead at 7-6. Actually, 3 golfers on the team for the Irish. Dominic Silver, a wide receiver. Of course, the quarterback, Kean Dowling. Dara Keane, also on the golf team for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Paul O'Driscoll, Kevin O'Driscoll are not on the golf team, but their dad, Paul, plays a lot of golf. And Kean Dowling will kick the football off
Dowling to kick off
for the Irish.
And Hayashi and Nick Teresi deep to receive.
And Dowling kicks the football off to about the 5-yard line. Bells running it back, bouncing to the outside for some room, but finally getting knocked out of bounds. At about the 25-yard line is Nick Teresi.
Taken down by Tyler Doe.
So a nice run back, and the Bells will take over on their own 25-yard line.
Bellarmine will start third down and 10 from the 26-yard line.
The Bells kept it exclusively on the ground on that last drive. Jackson Sawyer is the man in motion. He's got the football. And the Irish do a much better job of bottling him up, although he does fall forward for a couple. We'll give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Jackson Sawyer is the touchdown maker for the Bells. He took it in from 5 yards. Irish answered with a touchdown of their own, but the extra point was blocked. The Bells lead here 7-6.
Second down and 6.
A minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Bells line up in the double wing. Been lining up in the double wing for 25 years, and the handoff goes. The quarterback kept it and did a nice job of gaining a first down run. Gets a
Tyrese Ivy on the stop.
Tyrese Ivy with the tackle. Gets across the 35 to about the 38-yard line, so a first down run for the Bellarmine Bells.
Ball's on the 38-yard line.
Clock moving at 40 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Another straight run up ahead. Gain of 2 or 3.
Number 14 on the keeper.
And that's going to bring up second down. On what could be the final play of the first quarter, Jackson Sawyer finished off a Bellarmine possession, their initial possession of the game, with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Irish, first time they got the ball, moved it down the field. Kean Dowling hit Tyrese Ivy. Extra point was missed. The Bells lead here 7-6. And Jackson Sawyer gets about a yard maybe, and that's going to bring up third down on the final play of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Bells 7, the Irish 6. You are watching SHC TV. And a pass, and it's a completed pass, and another first down for the Bells. Their first pass of the game. Will Matlack makes the reception. The Bells had a man running free down the middle of the field, but they went to Matlack. Nice throw from Wade Smith. Bells in Irish territory at the 48-yard line. Smith will go from the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to Sawyer. Sawyer across the 45 to the 44. Give him 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 6 for the Bells.
Three-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 7.
Wade Smith in the shotgun this time. He's looking to throw and throwing deep down the sideline. Well covered, stretching out and incomplete. Nice job all around. Pretty good throw. And a nice stretch out by the Bellarmine receiver, but he just came up a little bit short. That was Nico Domini trying to make that fine catch, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The Bells substituting quarterbacks. And this is a run right up the middle and a 1st down for the Bells. On 3rd and 7, a 1st down for the Bells. Irish had a chance to get off the field that time, but the run was good enough for the 1st down.
Ball's on the 36-yard line.
The Irish band doing a nice job down below us, entertaining. Double wing for the Bells. That's Sawyer. Jackson Sawyer bouncing to the outside. Jackson Sawyer's got a lane. 1st down run inside the 20 down to the 14-yard line. Jackson Sawyer with a big round for the Bells.
Very savvy on the stop.
The Bells have an injured player, Nick Teresi, coming off the field. So a 1st down for the Bells at the 14-yard line. A run up ahead and into the end zone for a touchdown for the Bells. Again, I wish we had the correct roster and knew who number 14 was. He's playing quite a bit, and he has a 14-yard touchdown run.
Andrew Schaefer to attempt the extra point. Wade Smith to hold.
Andrew Schaefer will attempt the extra point for the Bells. Boy, he's got a strong leg, Andrew Schaefer. And the Bells lead 14-6.
To go in the first half. The score, Bellarmine 14, Sacred Heart Cathedral 6.
Yeah. So the Bells with an 8-point lead with 9:40 to go in the second quarter. SI at halftime leads Mitty 12-0 down at Foothill College. In the WCAL coming into tonight, Valley Christian and Sarah, who play tomorrow, are both 5-0. Mitty and SI, who play tonight, are both 4-1. St. Francis, Bellarmine, 1-4. Reardon and Sacred Heart Cathedral, who play next week, are both 0-5. Schaefer will kick the ball off for the Bells. Chance for a return for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Across the 22, about the 23-yard line. Nico Dreyer, a sophomore, with a nice return. You know, the Bells do have a rich history in football. We'll just go back in recent years. In 2010, they were 9-3. 2011, played in the state championship game, were 12-2. 2012, 11-2, lost to SI in the CCS Open Division Championship. 2013, 8-4. 2014, 10-3. 2015, 13-2, lost in a state championship game. 2016, 7-5, but then 2 years ago, 4-7. Last year, 2-8. And a fumble, and it looks like a Bellarmine football. That ball was loose, and the Bells look like they have recovered. And it's a Bellarmine football. Fumble recovered by Garnet Arnold. Garrett Arnold with the fumble recovery for Bellarmine.
Bellarmine will take over the 26-yard line.
So the Irish cannot afford turnovers, and they turn the football over. And the Bells in the double wing. And the Irish have called a timeout. So the Irish call a timeout on defense. We'll take one too. You're watching SHC TV. We're back at Kezar Stadium. The Bells, after a turnover, take over with a first down on the Irish 25-yard line, and the double wing formation, the run for a couple. That's going to bring up second down for the Bells.
Tyler Dill on the stop. Call the 3-yard gain at the 23. Second and 7.
Wade Smith is in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to Jackson Sawyer, and Jackson Sawyer's going to get inside the 10, down to the 5. First and goal for the Bells. The Irish just cannot stop the Bellarmine running game at the moment. First and goal. This is going to be a fake to Jackson Sawyer, running for the pylon and scoring a touchdown. And the Bells with their third touchdown.
Number 14 takes it 5 yards for Bellarmine.
A 5-yard run. And at halftime, I promise we'll figure out who number 14 is. Unfortunately, he is not on the roster that was provided to us. So the Bells lead 20-6 with the extra point to follow. Wade Smith is the holder. Andrew Schaefer to kick. And the Bells lead 21-6.
Extra point attempt is up and good. 8:08 to go in the first half. The score, Bellarmine 21, Sacred Heart Cathedral 6.
8:08 to go in the second quarter. The Bells 21, the Irish 6. You are watching SHC TV.
Andrew Schaefer will kick off for Bellarmine.
We're back here at Kezar Stadium. The Irish with a turnover there, and the Bells turned it into points. And they lead the Irish 21-6, 8:08 to go in the second. And a nice run back across the 20 to about the 24-yard line. That's Nico Dreyer on the return. And Kean Dowling will bring the offense out onto the field.
From the 24-yard line, 1st and 10, Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Dowling is in the shotgun, and he's going to hand the ball off, and not much room that time for Karen Cormacan. Give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain to the 25. 2nd down and 9.
Dowling with Cormacan in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left of Kean Dowling. 1 split to the right. Dowling looking to throw. Finds himself in trouble, and down he goes. Right about the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tyreek Madrid stinks in there as well for the Bells. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9.
No gain for Dowling. Dowling rolling left, looking to throw down the field, and tried to get it to Dara Keene. A little bit late, and the pass is broken up. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Garrett Arnold broke up the pass for the Bells. And Teresi is deep for the Bells, and Kean Dowling is the punter for the Irish. And Dowling gets the kick away, and a fair catch is called. And running into the fair catch man will get a penalty on the Irish. So the ball at the 36-yard line is going to be moved up 15 yards, and the Bells are going to start right about midfield and in Irish territory after the penalty. Interference with the fair catch. So that 15-yard penalty brings it into Irish territory right at the 49-yard line.
Puts the ball in Sacred Heart Cathedral territory at the 49-yard line. First and 10, Bellarmine.
Double wing formation for the Bells. Wade Smith is the quarterback. Jackson Sawyer is number just too wide open. And it's a 49-yard touchdown pass from Wade Smith to Nick Teresi, and Adam Schaefer on. Andrew Schaefer is on to kick the extra point. And that one misses. So the Bells lead 27-6. The Irish giving up a lot of points here in the first half. The Bells have had 4 drives, and they have had 4 touchdown drives. The Irish have a touchdown drive, a turnover, and they had to kick it away one time. We talk about the WCAL a little bit. A lot of great coaches in the WCAL. Of course, Barry McLaughlin here with Sacred Heart Cathedral. Mike Janda across the field with the Bellarmine Bells has been there forever. Played on a national championship team for the University of Texas. St. Ignatius, longtime coach John Regalia. Patrick Walsh down at Sarah has been there forever. Mark Modesti in his first year with Reardon. Greg Calcagno, a great quarterback for St. Francis back in the early 80s, is their head coach. Sion Tafu is the head coach for Mitty. Before that, Keith Burns, who took over from Dave Brown, who took over from Matt Haniger. A long history of successful coaches for Mitty as well. And the Bells will kick the football away. And the ball is bobbled for a moment, but picked up by Nick Dreyer. And Dreyer gets it to about the 15 or 16-yard line. And they will start from deep in their own territory. Kean Dowling, the quarterback, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Fake it to Derek Reagans. Dowling's going to run it himself. Gets to the outside, tries to hurdle a man, no chance. Gets it to about the 19-yard line. Gain of a yard that time for Dowling. Derek Reagan's just a sophomore in the backfield with Kean Dowling. Dowling to throw, fires a short pass, completed to Dara Keane. Short gain up to about the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Irish.
6-yard gain to the 25. 3rd down and 3.
Call it 3rd and 4 for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Dowling to throw, looking to his right, throwing to his right, and a completed a pass. Nice throw from Kean Dowling to Aiden Shea. The sophomore Aiden Shea picks up the first down for the Irish. Nice throw, nice catch. Aiden Shea with the reception. And it's a first down to the 32-yard line for the Irish. Dowling looking to throw. In trouble, running to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds. So Dowling, with a gain of a couple, gets out of bounds, and that'll bring up second down. Second and long for the Irish.
Yard gain to 34. Second down and 8.
Dowling hands it off to Reagans. Gain of a yard or two.
Derek Reagans, the ball carrier for the Irish.
Derek Reagans, also a sophomore, running hard.
Vincent Santoro, the stop for the Bells.
Going to bring up third down. Third and about 6 for the Irish.
From the 37-yard line. Third down at 5.
Dowling to throw, rolling to his left, now in trouble. Running to his right, looking downfield, is going to run for it. And Dowling is going to try and break some tackles. Gets a nice block, gets a first down. Kean Dowling all the way up to midfield. And it's a first down for the Irish. What a run by the quarterback, Kean Dowling. And there is a marker down. We'll have to wait for Otis Bird on the call. It's going to be a first down. It's going to be a first down for the Irish, and then a delay of game called. Dowling kind of threw the football up into the air after the play, so it's going to cost him 5 yards. Didn't really see the need for the penalty, but we're going to call delay of game. So the Irish will have a first down from their 45-yard line. I mean, Kean probably ran about 35, 40 yards to gain those 10 yards and flipped the ball in the air, and the marker came out. Going to hand it off to Reagans. Reagans running straight ahead, fumbles the football, but they're going to call it down. They're going to call it down at midfield, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Derek Reagans was down before he fumbled, so a 5-yard gain for the Irish. 2:30 to go before halftime. The Bells lead here, 27-6. Dowling from the gun, looking to his right, now to his left. Now he's going to run with it. Kean Dowling gets ahead for another first down run before going out of bounds. Right about the 40-yard line, inside the 40. Another first down for Kean Dowling. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Going to bounce around the 37-yard line. First and 10, Sacred Heart Cathedral.
A nice run from Kean Dowling. Dowling's going to hand the football off. Running ahead for a couple is Kieran Cormican. Cormican gains about 3, 2nd and 7.
4-yard gain. Second down and 6.
And Kean Dowling fakes the handoff, gets ahead close to a first down. He's going to be just short of the first down across the 30 to about the 28. It'll be 3rd and 1.
From the 28-yard line, 3rd down and 1.
And a marker.
Flag on the field.
Pre-snap penalty. Not sure if we have a Bellarmine player jumping or a false start by an Irish player. Otis Bird will let us know. Offsides on the bell, so that's a first down for the Irish. We have just discovered that number 14 for the Bells is Joaquin Moreno. He was listed as number 3 on the roster provided, so that's Joaquin Moreno with the 2 touchdown runs for the Bells. 1 from 14 yards, 1 from 5 yards.
Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Bells lead here 27-6. We are under a minute to go before halftime. Dowling from the gun, looking, throwing short. But I believe a whistle blew before the ball was snapped. False start against the Bells, or against the Irish. That'll back up the Irish 5 yards.
Pass the ball up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 15.
So the Irish will go 1st and 15 from the 30. Dowling from the shotgun. He's going to run, breaks a tackle. Oh, fumbles the ball at the end of the run. Not sure who got it back. Kean might have gotten it back. Ball right about at the 20-yard line.
Kean Dowling on the keeper.
And Kean Dowling does recover his own fumble. And the Irish will use their second timeout of the half. 36 seconds to go. Bells lead 27-6. Second quarter action. You are watching SHC TV. Dowling from the gun. Now looking to throw deep. He's in trouble, so he's going to start to run. Kean Dowling doing a nice job, but can't get out of bounds. The clock will keep moving. Dowling went down at about the 21-yard line. The clock is moving. And the Irish use their final timeout.
Final timeout taken by the Irish.
Barry McLaughlin rallying the troops at the sideline. It's going to be third down. The Irish not only need to pick up the first down, but they got to get to the ball quickly. Out of timeouts with 17.8 seconds to go in the second quarter. So it's third down for the Irish. Dowling, the quarterback. Derek Reagans is the protector. Dowling's going to throw, end zone, jump ball situation, and it's caught! And a touchdown for the Irish. Tyrese Ivey, 21 yards from Kean Dowling. Tyrese Ivey out-jumped the Bellarmine defenders, and Dowling hits him for 21 yards. So a touchdown just before halftime for the Irish. And Dara Keane, the left-footed cooker, left-footed golfer, and the extra point is up, and it splits the fairway. And the Irish now trail 27-13. Two to Tyrese Ivey, 11 yards in the first quarter, 21 yards to Tyrese Ivey, the junior, with the touchdown. Kean Dowling, of course, a junior as well. For the Irish, a very young team. Not a lot of seniors. The Irish only showing 9 seniors on the roster. The Irish are stacked with sophomores and juniors, and this kick is going to be a short one to an up man. And a pretty good return for the Bells. Dominic Gudadoro with a nice return, but to about the 50-yard line, but just 3.5 seconds to go, so the Bells And we're ready to start the second half here at Kezar Stadium. The Bells lead 27-13. Bellarmine will kick the ball off to start the second half, and the Irish will be on offense first. Andrew Schaefer, the kicker for the Bells, will get the second half started. Returnable at about the 5-yard line for the Irish. Straight ahead across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. Cormican with the return. Call it the 26-yard line, and the Irish will start from there. Kean Dowling had a fine first half, scrambling for several yards on offense. Has a couple of touchdown passes as well to Tyrese Ivey. Try and update you that SI and Midi score when we get a chance. SI was leading 12-0 at halftime. And Dowling is a little drop pass to Cormican. Kieran Cormican for about a yard. Technically a completed pass to Cormican. Call it a gain of a yard. It'll be second and 8. Call it 2 yards. SI leads Midi now 21-0 in the third quarter. So SI piling it on. They have a terrific defense, a star player in Teddy Buchanan, who not only plays quarterback, also linebacker. Zachary Taylor-Smith also quarterbacking for the Cats. And they lead Midi 21-0. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nico Dreyer gets a couple. That'll bring up third down, 3rd and 6 for the Irish. Dowling from the shotgun is going to throw. Now scrambling deep behind the line of scrimmage, and he is going to go down for a big loss. Loss of about 8 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Kean Dowling will be the punter and kick this football away. Nick Terese is deep for the Bells. He had a 49-yard touchdown reception, and Dowling's going to fake it, and he's going to run for it, and he's got no chance. The Bells are going to take over deep in Irish territory.
That'll be a turnover on down. Bellarmine takes over first down. Coming up to 21.
Dowling looks a little shaken up on the play as well. He's holding his arm as he comes to the sideline. He's going to check in with Oscar. So the Bells with great field position. Jackson Sawyer into the line. Bruce Uparessa with a nice tackle. It's the left hand for Kean Dowling. Maybe the left wrist. Oscar Malero taking a look at it. on the sidelines. He's able to make a fist, so that's good news. Joaquin Moreno for a first down run to the 10-yard line for the Bells.
Joaquin Moreno on the run for the Bells.
Yeah, Oscar is looking at the left hand of Kean Dowling.
Third down and 1.
Moreno's actually a yard short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Bells. And here's Moreno again. He's going to get tackled for a loss. Joaquin Moreno with nowhere to go. Ben Cervantes, among others, to make the hit for the Irish. The Bells are going to go for it here on 4th down. Mike Chanda is not afraid to go for it on 4th down. Done so many times. Most famously, back in 2012, had a chance to beat SI in the CCS Open Division Championship game with a short field goal, but decided to go for it. And here's Moreno going for it now, and that's close. He may not have it. Otis Bird signaled first down, but I'm not sure, Otis. Let's have a look at this one. They may have to measure. This is very close. Do they need to bring the chains out? Oscar is retaping the wrist for Kean Dowling. So that may mean that Kean will come back into the football game, his left wrist. So we will measure it. Irish football. So the Irish hold on downs and will take over. Now we will wait and see if Kean Dowling joins the offense.
First and 10, Sacred Heart Cathedral.
And Kean Dowling will not jump into the game for the moment. Kieran Cormican will be the quarterback now for the Irish. And a little pitch back to Derek Reagans for a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down. And now Kean Dowling does come onto the field for the Irish. But Dowling is in the wing formation. He's in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. And he's going to run up the middle for a couple. A good run for Kean Dowling. That'll bring up 3rd down. So SI leads Mitty 21-0. This note says neither quarterback suited. Does that mean for SI? Zachary Taylor Smith and Teddy Buchanan? Who knows? Wow. The great Patrick Sagerson. He works for Reardon, St. Francis, SI. Is there a team in the WCAL that Pat doesn't work for? But SI leads Mitty 21-0. And the Irish are faced with a 4th down, and they're going to have to kick the football away. Dowling is the punter. Good to see that Kean's back onto the field after a scare a moment ago. But the Irish are not going to punt the football away. They're going to go for it here. 4th down deep in their own territory. Dowling from the shotgun is going to fake the handoff and run and get the 1st down. So Dowling on the read option fakes the handoff, gets it ahead for the 1st down for Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Ball is on the 25-yard line.
So a 1st down for the Irish. Dowling from the shotgun and hands it off this time, and Cormican has nowhere to go. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Runner up and ease on the stop.
No gain. 2nd and 10. Dowling to throw. When you say Dowling to throw, that doesn't necessarily mean he is going to throw it. He was in a pass play was called. Didn't see a receiver, ran it ahead for a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 6 for the Irish.
3rd down and 6.
A lot of scoring in the first half. No scoring here in the 3rd quarter. Bells lead 27-13. And a pre-snap penalty.
Flag on the field. Ball start penalty against the Irish.
5 yards against Sacred Heart Cathedral. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Dowling will jump into the huddle here on 3rd and 11 for the Irish. Three receivers to the left, man in motion to the left. Looking to the right, down the field. Nice throw and a catch. Tyrese Ivy breaking tackles. Ivy at the 30, the 20, and taken down at the 11-yard line. Kean Dowling to Tyrese Ivy, and a big play for the Irish.
A 56-yard gain.
That's a 56-yard reception from Kean Dowling to Tyrese Ivy. What a throw by Dowling, and a great run by Ivy after the catch. Dowling will go from the shotgun. Derek Reagans is the back. Reagans with a good run inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. Call it a 6-yard run, 2nd and 4, maybe 2nd and 5. Call it a 5-yard gain for Reagans. Going to go with Derek Reagans again into the line for maybe a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Irish. If the Irish can convert this drive, it'll make it a 1-score game. Bellarmine leading 27-13 at the moment. 2:45 to go in the third. Tyrese Ivy back on the field. That's Kean Dowling's favorite receiver. So big play here for the Irish. Third down, call it 3rd and 4. Dowling to throw, end zone, touchdown! Tyrese Ivy from Kean Dowling. 5-yard touchdown pass. Dowling to Ivy. That is the 3rd touchdown reception for Tyrese Ivy today. Has an 11-yard reception for a touchdown from Kean Dowling, 21 yards as well. That one a 5-yard reception. Kean Dowling to Tyrese Ivy. Dara Keane on to attempt the extra point for the Irish. A Bellarmine player down in the end zone, but Kean Dowling a moment ago didn't look like he was going to be able to get back out onto the field. Retaped that wrist, the left hand. Comes back with a terrific drive. The big play in that drive, of course, the 56-yard reception to Tyrese Ivy, and Tyrese Ivy with the 5-yard touchdown run. Hey, congratulations to the Sacred Heart Cathedral girls golf team. They are receiving a CCS Academic Award for being one of the top 5 girls golf teams in the CCS in team GPA. Their team GPA is 3.775. So congratulations to the Irish. Alexa Weaver, Melissa Weaver, Maya C., Jocelyn Corona Cabrera, Tiffany Chen, Mieko Dimitrov, Maria Andrua for the Irish. So congratulations to the Irish girls golf team with a 3.75 team GPA. The extra point from Dara Keane is good, and the Irish are back in it here. 27-20. The touchdown right before halftime for the Irish cut it to 27-13. Turned it over on downs, but held the Bells on a 4th and 3 at the 10-yard line, and they responded with a 90-yard touchdown drive. Kean Dowling, the big play in the drive was a 56-yard reception to Tyrese Ivy, and Kean finished it off with a 5-yard pass to Tyrese Ivy for the touchdown. Dara Keane will kick it off for the Irish. And this kick's going to go out of bounds. So the Bells will get good field position. 2:16 to go in the third. Bells lead 27-20. The Bells will start from their own 35-yard line. Let's see if the Bells try and grind it out on the run, on the ground. They do have a 49-yard touchdown pass from Wade Smith to Nick Teresi, but most of their damage has been done on the ground with Jackson Sawyer and Joaquin Moreno. And this time they hand it off to Nick Teresi. Teresi gets ahead for about 8 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 2. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Irish back in it. 27-20 Bells. Irish defense held the last time. Need to hold the Bells here. Get that ball back to the offense. Kean Dowling and Tyrese Ivy on fire at the moment. That's going to be Jackson Sawyer. Sawyer gets the first down across midfield, breaking tackles into Irish territory, down to the 44-yard line. Jackson Sawyer with a big run for the Bells. Sawyer just a junior, Joaquin Moreno a junior. Wade Smith just a sophomore. Both these teams are very young. Most of these kids will see each other next year. Of course, Kean Dowling for the Irish, a junior. Dara Keane, a junior. Tyrese Ivey, a junior as well. Derek Reagan's a sophomore. And here's a run in the backfield. Nick Teresi fumbles the football. Irish got it. And they are going to call him down. Wow, that looked like a fumble. So Nick Teresi did not fumble the football. Officials ruled he was down. 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. On what could be the final play of the third quarter, the Bells in the double wing. Jackson Sawyer. Sawyer gets ahead for a couple, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. It's the Bells 27, the Irish 20. You are watching SHC TV. Sawyer is going to get the first down, not by a lot, but he is going to get the first down. Sean McGilligan with a nice tackle for the Irish, but Jackson Sawyer does just barely get the first down. Andrew Schaefer has shown a strong leg, but Mike Janda has a history of going for those fourth downs. And a fresh set of downs for the Bells. Fake it to Jackson Sawyer. Wade Smith's going to run it. Wade Smith's got room inside the 20. Wade Smith inside the 5. Wade Smith to the pylon. Is he in? And he is just short at the 1 yard line. Wade Smith, a 32-yard run. So a well-designed play there, faking the ball to Sawyer. Wade Smith around the right side. Found plenty of room and got it down to the 1 yard line. The Bells will have first and goal from the 1. And Jackson Sawyer is going to plow forward and score. So Jackson Sawyer, a 1 yard run. And the Bells, with the extra point to follow, now lead 33-20. Andrew Schaefer to attempt the extra point. And the kick is good. So Jackson Sawyer with the 1 yard touchdown run, the extra point by Schaefer, and the Bells now lead 34-20. You are watching SHC TV. We're back here at Kezar Stadium. Andrew Schaefer will kick off. Cormican and Dreyer are deep. And that's Nico Dreyer, another one of the sophomores playing varsity for the Irish. And Dreyer gets it across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. So the Irish will take over from their own 26. Ian Dowling out on the field. Aiden Shea, one of the sophomores in the backfield. Shea's actually split out to the left. Derek Reagan's in the backfield, and it's going to be Derek Reagan's. Reagan's another sophomore. Gets it ahead for about 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Irish.
5-yard gain to 31. 2nd down and 5.
Wow, Reagans is met in the backfield, and he breaks tackles. What a run by Derek Reagans. It's going to go down as a 3-yard run, but it could have been a 3-yard loss. Derek Reagans, the sophomore, running hard for the Irish. It's going to be 3rd and a couple. Irish at their own 35-yard line. Big play on 3rd down here. Dowling will do it from the shotgun. A little short pass completed. And just barely getting the first down. Aiden Shea makes the reception. Gains just 2 yards on the play. but good enough for a first down. Dowling to throw, and he gets rid of it to Aiden Shea. Nice catch. Shea gets ahead for about 5 or 6, and that'll bring up second down. So nice throw from Kean Dowling to Aiden Shea.
Second down and 5.
Dowling from the shotgun, looking to throw again. Pressure coming, so Dowling takes off, gets a first down, and steps out of bounds. So Dowling across midfield into Bellarmine territory, and it's a first down for the Irish.
First down. Ball for the Bells, 49-yard line.
Three receivers to the right. Dowling looking to his right. Going to set up a middle screen, and the setup to Tyrese Ivy. It's well done. Ivy gets about 9 yards on the play to the 40. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. So a nicely disguised play. Dowling taking a deep drop, setting up the middle screen to Tyrese Ivy. He gains 9 yards on the reception. 2nd and 1. Dowling to throw, and now we have a marker down. I think the Irish are going to get hit with a 5-yard penalty here. Illegal substitution. Erwin Silver not happy with that call. The Irish had a player come onto the field. That player didn't report past the numbers is the only thing I can think of. That might be an NFL rule, not a high school rule. Either way, it's a 5-yard penalty that the Irish are not happy about. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dowling looking to throw. Throwing deep down left sidelines, and it's intercepted. He threw into double coverage, and that's intercepted by the Bells. And a big run back happening across midfield into Irish territory. Nico Domine, the safety, got over and made the interception. And after the play, a flag on the field. So the Irish, a little frustrated, had a 2nd and 1 that turned into a 2nd and 6. Went deep. Nico Domine was there. He read the play and made the interception. On the return, however, the Bells are called for a penalty. It will still be Bellarmine football, but they will be backed up. So So the Wildcats did win that game against Mitty. 21-7 is the final score. So SI moves to 5-1 in league play, 7-2 overall. Mitty goes to 4-2 in league play, 6-3 overall. SI's last game is against Sarah. Valley Christian and Sarah play tomorrow. Both teams 5-0. That's Jackson Sawyer Sawyer gets it ahead for about 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Sean McGilligan with a nice tackle for the Irish.
4 yards into the 45. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Clock moving. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this ball game. Wade Smith is going to run it straight ahead. Nowhere to go for Wade Smith. Going to bring up 3rd down. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Bells. Clock moving under 6 minutes now. Irish trailing 34-20.
3rd down and 5.
Wade Smith from the gun. He's going to fake the handoff and go deep middle, and it's off the hands of Nick Teresi and almost intercepted by the Irish. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down and 5.
This will be the first punt by the Bells today. Oh, and the snap is over the head. Big trouble for the Bells. Ball is loose. Irish can pick it up and score, but they fall on it. So the Irish are going to get it at the 10-yard line. The snap sailed over the head of Andrew Schaefer, who's the kicker and punter for the Bells. And he went back to get it. It didn't matter if he did or not. It was 4th down. The Irish recover the ball at the 10-yard line, so that's a huge break for the Irish. That's bigger than a turnover. Officially, that's going to go down as a turnover on downs for the Bells, but the bad snap gives Irish great field position. So let's see if Kean Dowling and company can take advantage. Derek Reagans is in the backfield with Dowling. Kean looking to throw, nowhere to go. Kean's got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. Ben Richards with the sack. At some point, you just got to throw that one away. Instead, it's a 10-yard loss. Second and 20. Dowling looking over the middle. Completed pass. He's going to get some of that yardage back. About 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Dara Keene, the receiver. Dara Keene, the kicker for the Irish. Wide receiver. Pretty good golf swing as well. So a big 3rd down for the Irish. 3rd and 14. From the 14. Dowling looking. End zone, deep corner. Ball batted and incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. That sack made a big difference on 1st down. The Irish are going to have to go to the end zone on this play. The Irish have 3 receivers to the right here on 4th down. And now maybe delay a game on Sacred Heart Cathedral. It's going to bring up 4th and 19. The chains are still up. They really started this drive at about the 10.5-yard line. They could technically get a first down inside the 1, but effectively it's 4th and goal from the 19. Dowling from the gun. Rolling to his right, rolling to his right, rolling to his leg. Looking for Tyrese Ivey, throws it into coverage, and it's batted down. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Tyrese Ivey, had to take the chance, had to throw it. Threw it into coverage, and the ball was batted down, and the Bells will take over on downs. The Irish caught a big break with the bad snap on the punt attempt, but could not convert. And now the Bells will turn it over to their ground game and try and pick up a couple of first downs here and force the Irish to use their timeouts. And Jackson Sawyer, the wingman on the right, is going to get the football. And Jackson Sawyer gets it ahead for a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jackson Sawyer on the carry.
Clock moving. Barry McLaughlin's going to have to figure out when and how to use his timeouts. Does not choose to use a timeout after that play. But you really got to start thinking about using them if you want to get the ball back. So the Bells in more of a traditional shotgun formation, but they hand the ball off to Teresi. He gains maybe a yard. 3rd down. Let's see if Barry McLaughlin wants to use one, and he does. So nice use of a timeout by the Irish there. They have 2 left. 2:54 to go in the ball game. The Bells 34, the Irish 20. You're watching SHC TV. We're back here at Kezar Stadium. Sacred Heart Cathedral Band doing a nice job during the timeout. Wade Smith is the quarterback. I doubt he's going to put the ball in the air, but you never know. He pretends like he wants to pass it. Instead, he runs it forward for a yard. Let's use another timeout, and we do. Nice job by Barry McLaughlin. Got to use that timeout. Boy, we called a timeout with about 2:50, and the clock kept moving. Don't know if they'll put time back up onto the clock, but Irish lost some valuable seconds there. It'll bring up 4th down for the Bells, and just a moment ago, a bad snap gave the Irish a chance. Let's see if the Irish can get another break. The Bells opened up the scoring. Jackson Sawyer ran it in from 5 yards, took a 7-0 lead. Kean Dowling hit Tyrese Ivey, extra point missed, 7-6 Bells. Joaquin Moreno, a 14-yard touchdown run. A couple of moments later, Joaquin Moreno ran it in from 5 yards, and the Bells led 21-6. Then, on a big play from Wade Smith to Nick Teresi, a 49-yard touchdown run. And the Bells led 27-6 right before halftime. Kean Dowling hit Tyrese Ivey with a touchdown. 27-13 at halftime. Dowling to Ivey again from 5 yards. Made it 27-20, but a couple of moments ago, Jackson Sawyer from a yard, and the Bells lead 34-20. And this snap is a good one, and the kick is away with no return man. This is going to be a big, big kick by Andrew Schaefer. That's going to go down as a 51-yard punt by Andrew Schaefer. So great kick by Schaefer, and the Irish will start deep in their own territory. A sideline warning against the Irish, but that's not a big deal. 2:35 to go in the ball game. Irish with 1 timeout remaining. And Kean Dowling's going to have to put the football in the air. And Dowling looks to throw. Little middle screen once again. A short game, though. Cormican with the reception, and the Irish are going to have to hurry. Clock moving. Dowling looking to throw. He's in trouble. Got to get rid of it, Kean. Dowling backed up inside his own 15, finally does get rid of it, and completes the pass for a first down for the Irish. What a play by Kean Dowling. Barry Callahan with the reception, and it's a first down for the Irish. Barry Callahan with a big reception for the Irish on an amazing scramble from Kean Dowling. Dowling rolling to his left, and he's going to run it up the middle, but the clock is going to run after that 8-yard gain by Dowling. Minute 25 to go, and Irish are going to save that timeout. It's almost better to throw an incomplete pass in that situation. Try and big up chunk yards in the passing game, and incomplete passes don't hurt you because they stop the clock. Dowling looking to throw again, and it's a short pass. Now you got to try and get out of bounds. You don't do that. Oh, but a marker goes down. Cormican, it looked like he had his face mask grabbed. So that's a break for the Irish because the penalty marker stops the clock. Plus, the Irish, I believe, are going to get 15 yards on a face mask penalty against the Bells on the tackle. And they do. So a 15-yard penalty against the Bells is going to give the Irish a first down. But you got to start taking shots now, and you really can't scramble around and run for it. You got to take shots. Irish with a first down at the Bells 35-yard line. Dowling to throw, sideline, try and get out of bounds. Tyrese Ivey, and he does not. He does not get out of bounds. So the clock is moving after that 7-yard gain. Nice play by the Bells to keep Tyrese Ivey in bounds. 25 seconds. Dowling to throw, and it's complete to Cormican, and he is going to make a nice run for a first down, and the Irish will use their final timeout. Cormican with 18 seconds to go gets it to the 18-yard line. So the Irish do in fact use their final timeout. Now you got to take a shot to the end zone. Onside kick it, recover that, and take another shot to the end zone. Irish with a nice drive here, but just 18 seconds to go in the game. The Irish will drop to 0-9, 0-6 in WCAL play. Bellarmine will win their second game in the WCAL. They'll move to 2-4, 3-6 overall. Next week, the Irish and the Crusaders will play over at Reardon. Reardon is going to dedicate their new field. Same spot, new field. The Crusaders play tomorrow at home against St. Francis. But next year's game, most likely both teams will be 0-6 next week's game in the WCAL. Dowling with a completed pass to Derek Keene. He does the right thing. He gets out of bounds. 13 seconds to go. Keene with the reception down to the 11-yard line. So Valley Christian and Sarah play tomorrow. Both teams are 5-0. SI beat Mitty tonight. SI goes to 5-1, Mitty to 4-2. The Bells with the win today go to 2-4. The Irish drop to 0-6. Also playing tomorrow, St. Francis 1-4 against the Crusaders, who are 0-5. 13 seconds to go. Time for a couple of more plays. Second down here for the Irish, trailing 34-20. Dowling to throw, a little short pass, too high, too tall, and incomplete for Kieran Cormican. Brings up third down. For the Irish with 10 seconds to go. So the Irish with time really for two more plays. Tyrese Ivy to the right is double covered, but Kean Dowling doesn't have any options. Throws it middle for Dara Keene, just off his outstretched hands. Good throw by Kean Dowling, just a hair too tall for Dara Keene. 7 seconds to go. The Irish chance with one more play. Dowling looking, in trouble. He's going to run for it. Dowling is going to get to the 5, to the end zone. Did he get in? Give it to him. Touchdown Irish at the buzzer. So Kean Dowling gets credit for the touchdown. An 11-yard run for Kean Dowling, making the score 34-26. The Irish will be able to run one more play, a conversion play, either for 1 or 2 points, and we will have our final score. The Bells are going to win the game, but we have yet to determine the final score. Kean Dowling with an 11-yard touchdown run. Kean Dowling played a hell of a game today for the Irish. Threw for 3 touchdowns to Tyrese Ivy, ran for a touchdown, but in the end, the Bells are going to win this one. And I guess we're not going to attempt the extra point. Your final score here from Kezar Stadium, It's the Bells 34, the Irish 26. Thanks for watching SHC TV.